If you're new here, I'm Olivia. I am a 2027 bride, and I am so excited because this is our first episode of planning my dream wedding. My fiance Matt and I got engaged last March. So it's been a year of being engaged and it's been so magical. We knew we wanted to have a long engagement. We just did not want like the stress of planning to immediately take over. We've also been together for 14 years now. So, you know, we kind of locked it down. We said, we got it in the bag. Let's enjoy this season before we move into wedding planning. But now that it is a little over a year out, we are starting this journey. And first up is, of course, finding our dream wedding venue. We spent a few weekends researching, traveling, checking out different venues, and I can't wait to show you all of them and which one we picked. So let's get into it.
Historical Museum. I've seen some absolutely gorgeous weddings here, so I know it has potential, but it was just feeling a little antiquated to us, which, duh, it's a historical museum. The grounds are nice, but you do have to provide everything from tables and chairs to lighting. Overall, we're glad we saw it, but it's not a top choice for us. Our next stop was the Simpson House Inn. It was unfortunately downpouring the day of our visit, but it just helped to prove how cute and cozy this place really is. I love the backyard garden vibes and the fact that you have the place all to yourself and your guests for the weekend, which does mean renting out the entire 15-room inn.
As you saw from those clips, it unfortunately was torrentially downpouring almost the entire time we were in Santa Barbara, to the point where we got a weather advisory warning. So safe to say that weekend was a bit of a wash, no pun intended. I am happy that we visited those venues in Santa Barbara because I have always loved that area. I thought that's where we were going to get married. I was like pretty sure, but I'm very glad that we expanded our search because we wouldn't have found our dream venue otherwise. After doing some more research, we spent a couple weekends driving back and forth to Temecula, and I am so happy we did. For those of you who are not familiar, we were also not familiar. We had never been there before, but it's basically the wine country of Southern California. So think lots of greenery, lots of wine, obviously. It is so stunning out there, and we were so excited by what we saw. So let's roll the clips.
Today we're seeing Belvina Winery in Temecula. This venue is through Wedgwood Weddings, which is a service that helps plan your big day, so we did like how it was more of a one-stop shop for everything. They had two options for the ceremony space, and the views were gorgeous. Then there's a big reception space and room for a dance floor with overhead lights, which is so cute. The reception tables are obviously covered, but I feel like you can get the vibes of just the gorgeous Temecula sunset that you would be getting with your wedding. Next stop is South Coast Winery in Temecula. The ceremony space had absolutely gorgeous views of the mountains and vineyards, and they have hotel rooms on site, which we love, so no one needs to drive anywhere. Cocktail hour in the grass is really giving garden party vibes, and the architecture was beautiful. There's also a restaurant on site, so you can do wine tastings and host a welcome party or rehearsal dinner. I saved the best for last so I wouldn't spoil the surprise, but we officially found our dream wedding venue at Faulkner Winery in Temecula. Before our tour, we headed to their on-site restaurant for some wine and a quick bite, which was absolutely delicious. The reception space is lush with views of the mountains and vineyards, and the bride suite is very cute and modern. We're so in love with this space already, and we're so relieved they had our ideal date still open.
I am so happy to say that we officially booked our wedding venue for spring of 2027. It's just so exciting to have a place to get married. That's honestly, obviously, the biggest and first step of being engaged and planning a wedding is just getting that venue locked in so you have a place to get married. I know it's just so much research and time visiting the venues, asking the questions, talking to, you know, the vendor and everything. But this was our dream venue and I'm so happy we found it. I'm so happy to take you guys along for the ride and come back for our next wedding edit.